I want to begin this conversation by clearing something up. Self respect is not a personality trait, it's not confidence, it's not how loudly you speak or how firmly you say no. Self respect is what your life looks like when no one's watching. It's built in ordinary moments, in routines you keep, in boundaries you don't advance, in decisions that don't feel dramatic but quietly shapes who you become. Before I go deeper into that, I want to introduce myself properly because my understanding of self-respect did not come from theory. It comes from learning in the hard way. Hi, my name is Mariana and I'm a photographer and artist and a creative entrepreneur. But those words come much later than the internal work. For a long time, I confused self-respect with self-esteem. I thought respecting myself meant feeling good about myself at all time. I didn't. I doubt myself often. I questioned my worth. I compare myself constantly, but I was still building self-respect without realizing it. Photography entered in my life quietly. It wasn't a business plan, it wasn't a goal, it was a place where I could show up honestly. At first, no one was watching. There was no validation, no reward, and that's where the foundation was built. I learned to sit with discomfort, to keep work when results were slow, to finish things even when weren't perfect. At the time, I didn't feel empowering. I felt ordinary. Looking back, that was self-respect in some form. Self-respect isn't loud. It doesn't need to approve itself. It's consistent. I didn't always treat myself well. I said yes when I meant to no. I stayed in situation longer than I should have, not because I lacked the strength, but because I lacked clarity. And clarity only comes when you start paying attention to how you feel after your choices, not before then. Self-respect began when I started asking one simple question: how will I feel about this tomorrow? Not how it looks, not how it's perceived, but how it lands inside of me. That question changed everything. Self-respect in daily life looks like choosing long-term pieces over short-term comfort. It looks like keeping promise to myself, even small ones, especially small ones. It looks like keeping promise to myself, even small ones, especially the small ones. When you say we will rest, and you rest. When you say we will stop, and you stop. When you say we will show up, and you do. Each time you follow through, your nervous system learns that you are safe with yourself. And safety builds confidence more than hype ever could. Self-respect also shows up in how you handle your energy. Not every message deserves an immediately response. Not every opportunity deserves a yes. Not every emotion deserves a reaction. You don't own access to anyone who asked for it. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it's responsibility. When you lack self-respect, you live in reaction mode. When you have it, you live in choice. Boundaries are not walls, they are filter. They let in what aligns and gently keep out what drains. And the strongest boundaries are rarely spoken. They are forced through behavior. Self-respect also shows up in routines, not right ones, but supportive ones. Boundaries are a form of self-care when they are rooted in respect, not control. Eating in a way that supports your body, sleeping when you are tired instead of pushing through, moving your body because it deserves care, not punishment. These choices don't look impressive, but they compound. Most people think self-respect is built in big moments, standing up for yourself, walking away, making bold moves. These moments These moments matter, but they aren't built on daily evidence. If you abandon yourself in small ways every day, it's very hard to show up strongly in big moments. Daily self respect is quiet maintenance. It's noticing when you are forcing something. It's allowing things to be simple. It's choosing honesty over performance. It also shows up how you speak to yourself. Not in constant positivity, but in fairness. You don't need to praise yourself at all time. You need to stop attacking yourself. Self-respect isn't motivating yourself through shame. It's saying, I can do better without tearing myself down. That tone matters. The way you talk to yourself becomes the way you move through life. Creatively, self-respect changed how I worked. I stopped rushing my process. I stopped chasing trends that didn't feel aligned. I stopped over-explaining my vision. I trusted refinement over speed, and ironically, my work becomes stronger. Self-respect also looks like finishing things, not because they are perfect, but because you committed to them. Finishing builds trust with yourself, and trust is the foundation of confidence. If you trust yourself, you don't need external validation to keep going. Another quiet form of self-respect is letting things end. Ending conversation, ending patterns, ending vision of yourself that no longer in. Not with anger, not with drama, with acceptance. You don't need a reason that makes sense to everyone. You only needs to make sense to you. Self-respect is allowing yourself to change without asking permission. Now, if you listen to this and realizing you have been hard on yourself, I want you to hear me clearly. Self-respect is not something either you have or don't have. It's something you practice. You can start today quietly with one decision that feels honest, one boundary you hold, one promise you keep. That's enough. Before I close, I want to speak directly to photographers and creative. Academy taught me self-respect in a way nothing else did. It forced me to slow down, to make decisions intentionally, to stand behind my choices. Over time, editing became a mirror for how I lived. That's why I created my online photo editing course. Not just to teach Lightroom and Photoshop, but to teach how to edit and create from a place of self-knowledge. How to trust your eye, how to refine instead of rush, how to build consistency without copying others. The same principles were talked here today. Boundaries, routines, intentional decision are woven into the course, and you will find the link in the description. And if this conversation resonates with you, I invite you to stay here, subscribe, like the episode, and leave it a comment sharing one of the smallest ways you have chose to respect yourself today. I would love to hear that. Not loudly, not perfectly, not constantly, because self-respect isn't proven in a moment of strength. It's built in a quiet way you live your life, one decision at a time. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.